Welcome back, and today we're talking about Higurashi When They Cry, episode 20. In this episode, I thought it was going to be a massacre, especially since the last episode they hinted that Satoko was getting the Hinamisawa curse again, but that was not the case. It's still doing some build up, and we only have 4 episodes left of this season for this anime, right? I don't know if they're going to do another season, but at the very least we got 4 episodes left, so I'm sure in the next couple of episodes we are going to get some answers, especially with the mysterious character that showed up at the end of the episode. Now, I do believe that could be either Rika, like she grew up, or it could be the same little girl that was talking to Rika, the goddess. I don't remember her name, or even if they said her name, but that could be the same person, and she's finally back, and the curse might actually get activated again. But instead of Rika, it might actually happen to Satoko this time. So yeah, I can't wait for next episode. I'm sure we are going to get some big answers. But let's talk about some of the other stuff that happened in this episode, because I do feel like Rika, she's a little bit of a fake person, right? Especially since the episode started off with Rika and Satoko. They were arguing, and Rika essentially called Satoko out, saying that they're not in Hinamisawa anymore, that this is Saint Lucia, like a prestigious school, and I'm sure there's a certain way that you gotta behave, but I feel like at the very least Rika is faking her character, the way she acts, right? Like in Saint Lucia, we see that she's all preppy, like she's all about the school, acting like she's like a higher class. She has that group around her all the time. She's very popular in Saint Lucia, and the way that she acts and her mannerisms are like high class. But later on, when we got the class reunion and stuff like that, when she goes back to Hinamisawa, she starts doing her little catchphrase like Nippon and all that good stuff. Like she's back, like she's forgetting about how she was acting back in St. Lucia. So to me, that tells me that one of those two is her real self. Like she's either putting up an act at St. Lucia, or she's putting up an act whenever she's with Keiichi, Rika, and all of them in Hinamisawa, right? Because those two character styles are completely different. So I'm not liking Rika too much, right? And I understand that, Rika and Satoko, they're friends. Satoko did all this stuff so she can go to St. Lucia along with Rika. And even though nobody forced her to do this, I do feel bad for Satoko, because at the end of the day, she's not adapting to this lifestyle, right? She prefers to be in Hinamisawa, in the town that she grew up. She's like that countryside. She loves that. So she's not really adapting to the St. Lucia lifestyle. Heck, even when she pulled that prank, right, and somebody ended up getting hurt, they locked her up in like solitary confinement. This is supposed to be a school. I don't think that's legal, but hey, she got locked up, and that's what we see. She's crying and being angry and saying that she wants to go back in time, and this is where I believe this is gonna tie everything up. I believe that with that little scene that we got of Satoko screaming that she wants to go back in time to fix everything, and at the end of the episode where we essentially got to meet that goddess once again, I think that's where everything is going to reset once again. I feel like Satoko could be the one responsible for all of this. Maybe we're seeing how the curse was created, how Rika was cursed and she was stuck in that time loop because of something that Satoko did in this episode, right? So I can't wait to actually get answers to that. Now, once they do the whole reunion, I feel like that whole thing, again, it was kind of funny. It had its funny moments, but I don't even want that anymore. I really want answers. I wish they would have spent all that time giving us the answers that we needed. Sure, I love seeing Keiichi, Mion, Rina, and all of them, but playing the little games, to me, I feel like that wasted a couple minutes of the episode. I wanted to definitely dive deeper into the lore of this anime, especially since we only got 4 episodes left. So I am worried, right? Because so far, since episode 1, while we have gotten some answers, I feel like 4 episodes, it might not be enough to actually explain everything very well, especially since there's probably going to be the Hinamisawa curse returning, probably going to be a lot of gruesome scenes coming in. So yeah, hopefully they manage to deliver everything in a nice little package by the end, so I can understand everything that happened since episode 1. Now, I do want to talk about the priestess, or whoever that person is at the end of the episode, because that's definitely a big deal, because she looks like the little girl that was talking to Rika a while back, and it seems like she grew up. And last time I checked, she just disappeared, right? She was able to tell Rika, like the last little statement that she made was that she can go to the shrine and find the sword that would essentially kill somebody that's stuck in a loop. But this priestess right here, she's a lot older. She's definitely grown up. It could be the same person or it could be another one. Who knows at this point? But the whole thing is that she's probably responsible for the Oyashiro curse, right? For causing the Hinamizawa syndrome and the paranoia. And it is going to be a big deal. This is definitely a big event. I can't wait to see what Satoko is going to do, because we see that Satoko is definitely holding some resentment towards Rika, especially when Rika went back to the countryside and she started acting differently. I mean, you saw her face expression, because I mean, I saw it too. Rika is not the same when she's in Hinamizawa and when she's in St. Lucia, and I feel like that's a little fakeish to me, right? I liked Rika before, and I don't think she deserves to be in a loop for 100 years, just dying over and over and over, just because she was a little fake. I mean, don't get me twisted, that's messed up. But I kind of lost some respect for Rika right there. Hopefully Satoko doesn't do something really messed up that will cause Rika to be stuck in a time loop for 100 years, just dying over and over and over. Because I feel like this is the beginning. This is like a little prequel of how everything got started, how the curse came to be for Rika and stuff like that. But overall, good episode. I really was expecting a massacre. I mean, I really wanted to see Satoko just go off on the school. And at some points, I thought she was about to, especially after the solitary confinement, especially after she was told she was going to be in the special class in her second year. I mean, Satoko is definitely not having a good time. I'm wondering why she just doesn't leave, why she just doesn't quit the school and go to another school or go back to Hinamizawa. She has a lot of options, I believe, right? The only thing is probably the tuition. We know that doctor is paying for it, and she probably doesn't want his money to go to waste. That could be the only reason why she's staying around. But at this point, she's not even talking to Rika anymore. I mean, when they were waiting for Mion to pick them up, they weren't talking. They're not the close friends that they used to be. I can't wait for the next episode. I can't wait to get some answers. But let me know in the comments what was your favorite part of the episode. And like always, make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.